As you can see, we are socked in by smoke. I was gonna head out for a run today, but my run just became a walk. It's pretty bad when you can feel and taste the smoke even in your house. And we did have a local fire about 3 miles from here, but they got that out last night. So most of the smoke again is just filtering in from all the west, mainly California. And it's about 75 degrees right now, and we are expecting snow by the end of tomorrow with a low of in the 20s by Wednesday. So we're gonna get some wind this afternoon, and hopefully that'll clear out the smoke, but then a cold front's gonna come in, which we always get in September. We always get a little day like this where we're gonna get some snow, and then it just gets beautiful again for another 6 weeks. So I am gonna go check out a new trail that they started to put in across the street. So I've got to hit a tunnel underneath the road, and then we're gonna head over there and check out the trail and talk about our message today about how we get our speed. All right, let's go into the tunnel. Under the road. And just like that. Here's the start of the trail. I was surprised that they started it this quick. Put this in last week. Well, the idea is they're putting this trail in so we basically don't have to cross the street, and now we can connect this new trail to some existing trails. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah, and this trail is really going nowhere where I thought they were going to put it. So this is pretty cool. Right over there across the road's home. Got my road shoes on today. The Ultra Escalantes. I've talked about these before, but they're my go-to road shoes, zero drop, and they're just what I use on the road. Again, the Ultra Escalantes, I just love them. There's just a good combination of a real good flexible feel with not a lot of stack height. So just perfect for my road needs. Haven't been on the road much. Well, that's basically all the trail they've got done so far. You can see all the ribbons here that go all the way along, which they'll head that way. And again, that's going to be a connector to the main trail that's already been built. Down there is home and a little camper lot. All right, I'm gonna go find a place. We're gonna talk about how to get speed and the 2 ways to get it. Okay, I had a great question. Actually, it was a request. It wasn't a question, it was a request from a runner in Sweden on my last video. And he coaches teenage youth runners in Sweden, and he wanted to know if there was any strategies or techniques I had to helping youth runners embrace changing their run form or just training run form in general. And I mentioned to him that a lot of times it's not so much what changes when coaching kids or youths or high schoolers. I've done a lot with the Junior Olympic cross-country team in North Idaho. Last year I went to their training camp and helped them with their run form. And I have a lot of high school cross country and track runners come visit me over the summer to work on training and run form. And what I see across the board, and this is just a general statement, I know there's a lot of great coaches out there and a lot of great programs that do emphasize form and strength, but as a general statement, there's not a lot of development in the high school programs for cross country and track. Is that you get a program and you maybe train all summer, and then you're with the team starting the fall season, and there's just an emphasis on preparing for the season in a very, very short period of time. And with that, there's really no development taking an 8th grader, a 9th grader, all the way through their career to becoming a senior. There's no development. And with this age group, it's crucial to have a strength progression and a foundation of strength that begins with foot strength and run form. And again, I see there's no consistent development helping these kids as they grow, as their bodies mature through their high school years. So the common challenge is always to balance training and getting a runner ready very quickly for the season, and balancing that with injury prevention, and again having a long-term development program in place so each year is a progression. And that's what I see that's really missing, and why I think I have so many people come visit me and I train this type of runner for foot strength, for run form. I had one of the cross-country runners here in Jackson opted out of the season because of COVID, and he came to see me to help him through this time when he's not going to be racing. And he's a sophomore, and we're going to use this as a time to help him develop a foundation of strength and good form. And so what I thought I would talk about today that can resonate to anybody, regardless of the age, is talking about, and this will speak to the high school runner who maybe is really concerned with speed and that performance side of things, but I'm going to also add in why it's important to have this in place for longevity and health. So again, this can resonate with any type of runner out there, you included. Okay, so there's two ways that we get our speed. One is through cadence, and one is through distance per stride. And we want to mesh the two. You hear me talk a lot about earlier this year with a lot of cadence videos about, hey, that magic number is 90 strikes per minute, or 180 strikes per minute if you're counting both feet. Okay, and that's kind of the magic number I strive for on flat terrain, and just a good number to kind of aim for through time. Always a target. Okay, and so you have cadence. Every time our foot hits the ground, we give ourselves an opportunity to go forward. Okay, so that's one way to get our speed. If we're really heavy on cadence, we spin our legs really quickly to get our speed. On the opposite end, we have our distance per stride. The longer our distance per stride, the further we're going to travel with each footstep. Okay, so that becomes important now for speed, because we want to increase that length per stride to gain more distance with each stride. Okay, and that's where cadence and stride comes into play. If you give yourself more opportunity to go forward with your footstep or your cadence, and you have a greater stride, you're really going to be efficient at developing your speed. But what I want to talk about is changing our mindset of how we think about getting our distance per stride. All right, so let me back up. Our distance per stride. We want to shift our mindset from thinking about getting our stride length from this leg and reaching out. We want to change that to thinking about getting our distance, again, not by reaching, but striking the ground, applying force into the ground to get our distance. So it's the plant leg or the stance leg that's driving into the ground and driving power and force into the ground to go forward. So let's change our mindset Let's change our mindset from having to reach to get distance to applying force into the ground to propel ourselves forward. And couple that with cadence, that's where your speed or your distance per stride comes into play. Okay? And that's where it also can be healthy, because now we're striking the ground in an appropriate way. We're driving force into the ground after our strike to go forward. Okay? And so let's now talk about how run form comes into play. If we want to strike the ground and drive ourselves forward, that allows for quick transfer of power to go forward. We land and go forward immediately. But if we're heel striking or reaching out, we heel strike. Now I'm not very stable, but I can't go anywhere until after I strike with my heel and come all the way to here before I can go forward. Okay, so if we have the mindset of reaching out to get our gait, our distance per stride, we're going to heel strike, we're going to overstride, and we're going to increase our ground contact time, decreasing our cadence. So that's how the two play. Okay, so the message here is that I want the young kids to understand how important run form is from a performance standpoint, and how it can be so crucial for injury prevention and your longevity in the sport and making your body feel good and not beat up. Okay, so getting your speed, couple your cadence with your foot strike force into the ground to propel yourself forward. Run forward. Okay, force into the ground to go forward. That's where we generate our distance per stride. Okay, not by reaching. Okay, so you got to be patient. Okay, my campers always hear me say patience, patience, patience. Even though this might take some time and some dedication, it doesn't mean it's improper. I see that all the time, is that runners get frustrated because it takes a little bit of time to build muscle memory, and then they find excuses why it might not be the proper thing for them to do. So that's where it comes to you and your decision. Okay, but take this message, be patient, it's going to reward you. Okay, and how your body feels and the speed that you can begin to generate with having a really, really strong body. All right, so I'm going to let this great request by our Sweden runner, thank you, to have this be kind of a revolving theme in how we can not only train these runners in Sweden, these young runners, so they can have strong, healthy careers, but also how, again, how it corresponds to every runner out there for longevity and for performance, which we all should be concerned about. So, all right. Thanks for the great request out there. Thanks everybody for making great comments on the last video. This was a video that I almost didn't post. I thought, I just didn't have a good feeling about it. And it was a lesson to me, is that when I really speak from my heart and not plan things too much, and I speak what I believe, that authenticity shines through. And I think that's a great example of that last video, because of all the great responses from every type of runner. This was geared towards a beginning runner, but I had requests for questions from every type of runner. Veteran runner, someone who just threw up a new FKT near Calgary in the Rocky Mountains of Canada. So this really resonated with a lot of people, and I really, really appreciate you making those comments, because again, it helps me to gain confidence in the type of messaging that I'm sending back to you. And we all can continue to gain confidence in our own way, and that really helps me to, again, put better content out there. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and peace as always, and hopefully maybe next time I see you we'll have had a little snow. So see ya.